Hey, this is Drink This, International Great Beer Expo. You have your heart in a growler, basically, for getting more education on beer on the air. There's people like me that are up at like 3:46 in the morning. Hey guys, we're here at the Great Beer Expo, Second Annual. And we have an author here. This guy has already done a lot. We've just been speaking briefly here. Mr. Gary Monterosso. He's going to tell us about what he's done and what he's been up to, because it seems like it's been a whole lot.
A lot in the last year since we chatted last time, right, Dan?
Exactly.
Okay, yeah. Well, you're holding my new book, which is called Artisan Beer, Burford Books out of New York, and it was released mid-December. So we're just having fun with that right now, and I've been blessed to. And a lot of times, it's a matter of being in the right place at the right time.
Right.
So I was hired by the History Channel to do some filming with them.
That's where you look familiar.
Did that.
Which is still running now, right?
It's still running. Yeah, it's a special called The Epic History of Everyday Things. And God knows when it runs. They run it at different times on different days. You don't know. You just got to check your local listings. That's what it comes down to.
Well, it's great. It's people like me that are up at like 3:46 in the morning, like, oh, hey, check this out.
I'm big with the 3:46 in the morning crowd.
It's a popular crowd. It's a good time.
Right,
it's good times, though.
Yep. So there's that. And then I'm now under contract to NBC Philadelphia.
Wow.
To do some TV with them. Exactly. So
what are you going to be up to with them?
Well, I started with them just 6 days ago, believe it or not, and my contract with them allows me to do beer segments on a morning, kind of like a talk entertainment type show.
Excellent.
About every 6 weeks I'll be doing that. So I guess I'll be going on again sometime in March. Basically what you do is submit to them a listing of topics, and they sign off on them and give you the dates that they want to air these things.
So you might, will you go into things like pairings and brewings and home brewing? And
Could be, but pairing would be critical, absolutely. I already have a chef or two lined up to work with me, so
excellent.
We'll be doing that. We'll be doing alternatives to bottling beer.
Right.
Cans are very big right now. We all know that.
Right.
Maybe we'll look at growlers for the people who want to take something home.
Yes.
All different ways to go with that. Absolutely.
Now it seems like you have your heart in this. You have your heart in a growler, basically. How long have you been into brewing and home brewing and beer in general? I mean, you seem like a professional, no novice here.
It's not on the back cover of my book, but I had submitted to them a picture of me taking a sip out of my mother's beer glass at age 2.
Wow.
Now, I know that's not PC, and frankly, I don't care, but I've loved beer forever. Wow. I was raised in a household in which, now I'm not joking, that my dad said, if you want a bottle of beer, drink it in the house, but don't sneak it on the outside. I was the envy of every kid on the block, believe me.
Yeah, you must have been the cool kids. Yeah.
Exactly.
But, hang out at his house.
I couldn't get toasted, nor did I want to, but if I wanted a bottle of beer, and back then there were only, very, very, very few flavors to choose from.
Exactly.
Not like today, but I could always have a bottle of beer in the house, and they just never denied me.
And then, do you make some at your house? I mean, are you a home brewer?
Not so much. I have done that. I actually did a project with a professional brewery at one time, where they hired myself and several other, let's say, media people. It's a great way to get publicity, also.
Right.
And other than that, my daughter and I have done some home brewing. Now, my daughter's name is Kristen, and we do something called a Christmas ale every year, like a spiced ale come out at the tail end of the year. So it's always fun to keep your hand in it. Mm-hmm. It's a lot of work. I applaud the brewers that do this, because it's a lot of work.
Now, what if you can talk a little bit about it, what went into the Christmas ale?
Well, obviously a lot of spices. I mean, I did some. Yeah, I did. I really opted to go malty for that time of year. The alcohol content was a bit elevated, about 7 or 8%. And, we went with the nutmeg and the cinnamon and all that. It came out nice. It was really balanced real well.
To me, I think you picked it right, because when you can kind of encapsulate a holiday and just a feeling of the outdoors in a bottle, it's like, wow, it's really refreshing.
Now, I think tomorrow is Millard Fillmore's birthday, so that's a holiday. So
there
maybe
we go. String to that. Yeah.
Exactly.
So it seems like you're really passionate, and it's great that we're getting more education on beer on the air, other than what you stumble into at a college party with kicking around cans on the ground. There's a whole different side to it. And the food pairings, you mainly see it with wines, but beer can play such an important role. And I mean, it goes more and farther and beyond the beer and cheeseburger kind of thing.
Oh, absolutely.
There you can find many places for it, which is great.
Back in the old days being the 80s, if you went into a brew pub or a restaurant that had good beer, basically all you could hope for was burgers and fries and that. But now, some of the cuisine that brew pubs offering is top-notch. One brew pub I really like, I call them a chain, is Iron Hill.
Iron Hill.
I'm familiar with them. They have about, 8, 9, 10 locations, I guess. Now they're in New Jersey as well. But I think they're remarkable, and they've won awards for the quality of their food. So you have to applaud them for that.
It's true, because I mean, most beers, it just, as you were saying, it becomes just something to line your stomach and keep you going. But when you can actually get quality food and quality beer in one place, it really brings it all home.
Absolutely.
And Gary, it was great meeting you, and I hope all the best for you. Hope to see you on more and more television, maybe your own show one day, hopefully.
Well,
you already have a book, so...
There's not much market for 62-year-old men, believe me. I have a face made for radio, I'll tell you that right now.
But I mean,
would you accept that book? I'd like to give it to you.
Oh, that would be... I would really appreciate that.
Cool.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for having me on.
Gary, I really appreciate meeting you.
Thank you.
Is there a bar, brewery, or event you want us to check out? Then subscribe to our YouTube page for weekly updates and leave a comment in the box below on where we should go next. And follow Drink This on Twitter at Drink This Tweets. You can watch more Drink This right now by clicking one of the videos under these arrows.